I want to give a special shout out to our man Reese. You guys see what's going on below. You see skioclothing.com. You may ask, what is that? That's our brother from the DMV. Shout out to Reese, man. Wear something meaningful, make a difference. Time to inspire others, uplift, congratulate, respect, motivate, encourage each other, be mindful, in line yourself with positivity. Take every negative and turn it into a positive. Skio represent show kindness, elevate each other. Great brother out of the DMV. You'll see some of his clothing on the podcast. You see the link below. Go check him out, man. Doing great things in the clothing show.
And give you guys these news topics for today. I wanted to start off with this, I was going to call you Charlamagne. Say it, man. But, we know Casanova, just about a week ago, he was brought up on RICO charges. And the conversation immediately came up about the feds even admitted that they're using interviews now and songs to now indict people. And they specifically said that Casanova, that they looked at one of his interviews and they picked up information about what he was doing. But Charlamagne and God, we know, is an interviewer, the Breakfast Club, 10 years strong. And he has something to say about interviewers and questions that's asked. I want to play this and get your opinion on this, man.
Let's work.
Don't get mad at the platform. You're mad at the person that's incriminating themselves.
Yeah, there needs to be a little accountability, bro.
It got to be a lot of accountability. It got to be a lot of accountability. And listen, I don't, and I'm not talking about Kaz in particular. I'm not talking about any. I'm talking about all of us collectively as a culture. This shit has been going on for a long motherfucking time, bro.
Yeah,
a long time. How many more people do we have to see the FBI say, "Yeah, I heard his song. Yeah, I heard him in an interview. Yeah, we saw him on social media." At what point do y'all motherfuckers be like, the FBI is Facebook and Instagram? At what point do you fucking say, that is the fucking thing that's fucking us up?
Yo,
us getting on these platforms, acting like the shit that we do is legal. Acting like the shit that we did is legal. Hold yourself accountable, man. Do better. Don't get mad at
All right, so we got that. He was on the Brilliant Idiots podcast, which is his podcast. Shout out to those gentlemen over there for doing their thing. But what do you think about that little excerpt from Charlamagne saying, look, man, we got to start taking accountability for what we say on these interviews and music?
Yeah. Charlamagne, the God. I hear you, God. I hear you. You said you're making a lot of sense. We do have to hold ourselves accountable. It kind of sounds like we want to talk about cops killing us, but we got to talk about us killing us. We hear the conversation. We understand the rhetoric, but here's some facts. Unfortunately, and I got a question for the guy, because obviously we have a ton of respect for Charlamagne. We've taken a lot of shit in our comment section because of sometimes us defending Charlamagne, but we will criticize as well. We'll do it right down the middle and call a spade anytime we need to. And I'm gonna call a spade right here, oh God, because I asked you this when we heard it in our pre-production. I'm gonna ask the people, the good people out here that watch. I'm gonna ask them now. When have you ever heard Charlamagne ask any question that may incriminate anybody? Now, you've heard him get in people's business. You may have heard him ruffle some feathers. You may have heard him bring up a beef or bring up a situation that would not be necessarily brought up on another platform, which is what made Charlamagne so great at what he did. He crossed that line and hit that boundary. But when have you ever heard Charlamagne take any blame for anybody in federal court? When have you ever heard anybody say Charlamagne's name when it came to maybe acquiring some information that may have seemed incriminating in the court of law? I never have.
Right.
I don't know. And I don't think that he would. And that's what we're talking about. You want to defend people, go ahead and defend people, but let's call it all the way down the middle. And let's call it for what it is. I've never heard you do it, Charlamagne, one of the greatest out here that's ever done it. I don't think that you will, but for some reason you ain't calling it out. I don't know.
And then it's, for one, we agree, that you have to take accountability. There's no way anybody that's smart is going to go on a record, or damn sure interview and start talking about stuff that they've done or did in the past. I just don't know people like that. People that I know that have done that type of stuff saying, man, they don't want nothing to do with the cameras. And you damn sure better not ask them about it.
Yeah.
If you ask them about it in private, they'll be kind of suspicious. So on a fucking interview, but you got this aspect too of entertainment value. I think with a lot of these, rappers, some of them is just entertainment, and they giving you that, entertainment, level. Like Jay said, it's only entertainment. What's my man's name? Jack Triller.
Yeah.
He came on here and he alluded to that sometimes these guys is putting things together for entertainment. So we can't discount that. A rapper coming on here talking about he did something he ain't never did. Yeah, it's whack. I don't like it. Sam Ant don't like it personally. but it happens. But it's a difference between that and somebody who's asking these questions blatantly, like they fucking 5-0 or 12, which y'all call them now. Like, how many kilos did you sell? How many people did you stab? I took over the whole drug operation in the city of New Jersey or the city of Philadelphia. Shit like that is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you even want to delve into that? And I think that it has to be equal. It's equal. Yeah, he's a dumbass. A rapper's a dumbass for talking about that type of shit. You know what I mean? This person is crazy for even saying that shit. Yeah, they crazy. But at the end of the day, the interviewer looks crazy as hell because we can't get away with that.
Nope.
It seems like brothers can't get away. Not that we want to do that, but as soon as we go, you my fans, my nigga. I ain't doing this interview.
We get the eye quick as a motherfucker.
But the man, he can do it all day long, and y'all still going back. All the stuff we talking about, y'all still running over to all these platforms and giving them everything, man. I just think it's sickening. But for Charlamagne, I think, like you said, Sam, man, call it like it is. Yeah, you right. But don't try to discount this other side.
We had DeHaven on here. Shout out to DeHaven a couple times now. And obviously, DeHaven is famously known for being Jay-Z's best friend and selling a ton of drugs with Jay-Z.
Right.
Everybody fucking knows it, right? Mm-hmm. We've had that brother on for probably 4 hours of conversation right now and had more conversation behind the scenes, you more so than me. But we've talked to this brother, right? Never one time, and you can ask him yourself, have we asked him anything about any of that shit? Now, obviously, we in this game for content, right? Mm-hmm. And obviously, we know our demographic pretty well. Do you know what fucking kind of viral video we would get if we had DeHaven talking about the drug operations he had with Jay-Z? It makes fucking marketing fucking great sense, right?
Right.
That's not what we on. That's not the shit in the MO that we work on, and this is why we get respected by real motherfuckers out here in this game. Not to try to toot our own horns or anything, but behind the scenes, when we have conversations with real people out here, we get nothing but the utmost respect, and I can see why, because we don't dive and dabble in the information that could get anybody incriminated, not because it's an accident, not because we have some type of moral compass. That's not because who the fuck we are.
Right.
We don't dive in that kind of business for you. Like, nah, we ain't getting into your life. We're not getting into your dirty business, and we damn sure ain't getting into the jack, man. That ain't us, man. But to each his own, and it seems like we want to complain about it, but it's like a moth to a goddamn flame. We just keep running back to it.
And to me, to cover this last part real quick, when he tried to say he ain't talking about Casanova, like you said, Sam, man, why ain't you?
He is.
Why ain't you? The feds just put their paperwork out. It's like, look, we looked at interviews where he said he stabbed so-and-so, boom, boom, boom. That's what they said. They said that for years. They said that, we looking at songs and shit. We sat up in the trial. We seen they got a social media task force. They damn sure looking at that. So
that was the whole reason he had the conversation.
That's what I'm saying. So come on, dog, at the end of the day. But, shout out to him. In this media thing, constructive criticism, I think, is always a good thing. And we just have to give our opinion on it, especially because we out here doing interviews. We out here talking to celebrities. We actually do this. Ain't like we on the sideline talking. So our opinion is valid and it matters.
They'll never respond, though, because for some reason we the candy men in this shit. For some reason, they say our name, God forbid.
They know us, though, baby. I ain't got to say it, but they know us.
They heard it. Salute to all y'all.
Did you see, it's another thing going around, Sam, man, the Meek Mill